And the Indiana Pacers back in the conference finals, first time in a decade. Come back down 3-2, win the last 2 games, and defeat the Knicks in 7 games. They had confidence early in the season. During the in-season tournament, they felt they could beat anybody. Here comes George, got the step and stuffs one move and counts on the foul. He beat LeBron James with that quick step. A sensational move by Paul George.
Well, maybe when I turn 70, I'll come back and revisit it. But right now, I'm leaving. You know, it's been a long time, but sometimes I think you got to step back and look at everything. And truthfully, I just want to spend more time with her and my family.
Instead, the Pacers could still offer him a smaller extension this summer, or he could just wait until next summer where he's a free agent. Pacers could also trade George rather than risk losing him eventually in free agency.
With the 18th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select TJ Lee from UCLA.
After drug policy suspension, former Lanier Bulldog Monte Ellis is looking for a new team. The Indiana Pacers have waived the former McDonald's All-American. Move marks the end of a 2-year partnership between Ellis and the Pacers.
When I found out it was OKC, I was quite surprised, but at the same time, I was happy about the trade. I was thrilled. I was looking forward to it. All I wanted was a chance and an opportunity to play for something special and to ultimately try to win a championship.
Giving up an Oladipo who never quite clicked with Russ. I don't know, it just never quite right. That's all you got for Paul George? You didn't have to give up an all-star. You didn't have to give up a first-round pick, and you got Paul George back, who has made 4 all-star teams.
It almost felt like this is the team that really drafted me because they took me on since I was a young pup in this league. But now things are a little bit different. You know, it's a little bit different team, and I'm asked to play a different role than I was, early on in my career, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's always a good feeling. This is where it all started for me. Coming to Indiana, didn't really know what to expect. Anyway you can imagine, I'm a Hoosier, so to be able to play for the state team and represent the Pacers organization is a blessing, and I'm truly thankful for it.
Is he saying this is my city? Oh my God, okay. All right, this week, Victor Oladipo and Boogie Cousins were both named Players of the Week.
Victor is living up to all the hate that he got for that PG trade when it was like, that's all we got for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would be a blessing and an honor to represent the Indiana Pacers as an all-star. It's really out of my control. Credit my teammates for even giving me the opportunity to be thought of as that, and I give God all the glory and all the praise. Just continue to keep working. I got a lot of work to do and get where I want to be.
15 seconds to play. 7. Here's a 3 by Oladipo. Oh, he hit it! Victor Oladipo from 3-point range! And the Pacers have a 1-point lead!
What's your confidence level against these guys right now?
I believe we were confident even before the series started, and we're still confident now. Game 7, we know it's going to be a hostile environment. We know it's going to be very emotional, but we're looking forward to the challenge. When you have that confidence, the confidence that I have, and you have the people who believe in you on the sidelines and in the locker room, it makes it that much easier to just give it your all and play with confidence. So just going to continue to keep getting better so I can take my game to another level.
With the 23rd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Aaron Holiday from UCLA.
And the 2018 Kia NBA Most Improved Player is
Victor Oladipo.
Shout out to the Pacers organizations for believing in me, all the Indiana Pacers. It's only the beginning for us. We just getting started.
Picture some love. Wizards got a...
No, what's about to happen? No. Oh, and he knows it. Oh, my goodness. Look, oh, my goodness.
The Pacers season opener isn't the only thing making headlines with this team. Center Miles Turner just signed a contract extension, 4 years worth $72 million, and he says that gives him a major confidence boost headed into the year.
You talked about the coaching. That's very important. I like the Pacers. A lot of good things about the Pacers, but have a good mix of young and veteran players that's been there and done that, so to speak. I look for them to jump a little bit in the Eastern Conference. It's wide open.
Victor Oladipo, unfortunately for the Pacers, didn't last too long in this game. Goes barreling to the hole there. Falls into a cameraman. Watch it one more time on replay. Got injured on the play. Left with a sore knee.
And now to a sight that no Pacers fan wants to see, Victor Oladipo getting carried off the court tonight on a stretcher.
Yeah, he suffered a crushing injury during tonight's game that some sadly are speculating could be season-ending.
Trying to make a splash this year.
You do?
Because I don't see Victor coming back healthy next year.
Not at all.
No.
It's certainly not early enough or strong enough to help them make a run next year. You're 2 years down the road.
For the entire game on Wednesday.
Give and go.
Oh, yes! Oh, way to puncture that one! Oh, Dumas! The entire bench got up on that one. Oh, my goodness, young man.
It was a season in which the Pacers overcame plenty of adversity. Victor Oladipo, of course, going down. The Pacers responded with a month of February. They won 6 consecutive games. Ultimately, though, they lose round 1 to Boston, 4-0.
With the 18th pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Goga Bitadze from Tbilisi, Georgia.
Malcolm Brogdon, the former Rookie of the Year, chose to leave the team with the league's best record to join the Pacers on a 4-year deal, $85 million. This was very unconventional because we expected a team to sign Brogdon to an offer sheet.
We're here to announce that we've traded for TJ Warren and we've signed Jeremy Lamb. This summer came together in a huge way. When you look at the theme of what we were trying to accomplish is we wanted to get better on the offensive end.
My agent said there could be a team that could come out of left field that we haven't talked about. Indiana's very interested. I tried to jump on that opportunity because I have a lot of respect for this organization and wanted to play here.
The Pacers, Domas Sabonis agreeing to a new 4-year deal, can make up to $80 million. Domas averaged 14 points and 9 boards off the bench last season. He'll be a starter alongside Miles this season.
The Indiana Pacers, very solid core, had struggles last year scoring in the playoffs, but they're banking on Oladipo coming back, and Oladipo is that guy in the Eastern Conference, can make buckets when offenses go sideways.
One of 2 players in GU history to be an NBA All-Star. Sabonis has certainly helped his team win this year. He's averaging a double-double with 18 points and 13 rebounds per game. He's reaching big milestones as well.
God is good. I mean, I'm just thankful, man. It's an emotional night. Just the year has been a roller coaster. At the end of the day, I attacked that roller coaster. And I'm going to continue to attack it until I'm riding with the wheels off. So I can't wait.
Obviously, when I got here and we started playing 5-on-5, they kind of flared up a bit more, and then we got it checked out. The injury is what it is, and I don't really have a timetable or anything. We're just, obviously, I want to play, and we want to get it as quick as possible to be there with my teammates.
Holiday, shot clock down to 6, finds Warren. Here's a long 3.
Oh,
That's it for 53!
Oh, yeah! Sometimes you just have it, you let it go.
Just focus on making sure, I get my knee right, get fully strong, get my health fully where it needs to be. Right now, my main focus is getting healthy, getting 100% healthy, both internally and externally, and coming back next year a different human being.
The Indiana Pacers fired coach Nate McMillan on Wednesday, less than 3 weeks after announcing he would keep the job for 2 more years. Pacers suffered their 2nd straight first-round sweep. McMillan went 183 and 136.
Be all honest, he's not the player that's going to take them to the championship. In order to win a championship, you need a top 5 player in this league, and I don't know if Oladipo, with all his injuries, was going to get there. And so if you can add some assets and trade them, I think that's what you do moving forward.
So if you are trying to win a championship, you have to get superstar talent. And the question has remained, is Victor Oladipo a superstar talent? Oladipo isn't there yet. 1 year left on the deal. I don't know if he's going to get there in 1 year. I feel like you have to trade him out and get somebody who can get you there.
Where are you health-wise right now? When do you think you'll be back?
I'll be reevaluated in 3 weeks. Head up, see my doctors, get another scan. Hopefully it's in the right direction they want it to be. Definitely eventually be on the court sometime this season, just don't know when.
I never have that. I didn't want to play for the Pacers or be in this organization. All the other stuff, man, I can't control what they say. I'm just focused on me and improving, being my best version of myself so I can help this team, this organization, and this city win a championship.
Victor Oladipo. He'll go to the Rockets. In return, we get Caris LeVert, a guard from the Nets, and a draft pick. While losing a star is tough, this isn't surprising. This one is not a bad move for the Pacers.
They give it to Sabonis. He's going to drive to the basket. Score and a foul! Domantas Sabonis.
The hesitation.
Got his body into Williams.
Every year, every summer, I just try to improve. Look at a lot of film over summer, see where I can be better and help my team more. And try to use the opportunity that this franchise is giving to me. They trust me to lead the team, get better. The goal is always to get better and win as many games as possible and go as far as we can.
Rick Carlisle has agreed to a 4-year deal with the team. This is Carlisle's second stint as head coach with the Pacers. He had the job from 2003 to 2007, coached in Dallas for the past 13 seasons, leading the Mavericks to an NBA title in 2011.
With the 13th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Chris Duarte from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, and the University of Oregon.
Everyone's in shape, everyone's healthy, everyone's ready to go. Actually really excited. I think we have a lot of depth. I think we're going to be a great team. We're all excited about that. The East is stacked. It's a long season. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs for every team. The more we can stay consistent, the better for us.
Things getting chippy. Another block right here. Nice. But this time, look, after the block, Turner and Gobert, they start mixing it up with each other. They have to be separated. And as Turner and Gobert get tangled,
we put ourselves in a great position. It was disappointing to lose. None of this stuff's getting any easier. It's just tough. The way the guys are playing is great to see. We're going to hopefully get 2 or 3 guys back. We'll see who's available for Saturday. Just try to get things back together here.
The Cavs ending up with Caris LeVert in a 2022 second-round pick. That's via Miami. The Pacers are going to receive Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio on ice with a knee injury, season ending this season. So they will take his expiring contract.
it is a blockbuster. The Kings are trading Tyrese Haliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson to the Pacers for Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and Justin Holiday. Sacramento also receiving a second-round pick.
The Indiana Pacers reportedly making one last transaction. ESPN reporting the Pacers are finalizing a trade to send forward Torrey Craig to the Phoenix Suns in exchange for forward Jalen Smith.
I've never lost before. 3 straight losing seasons dating back to college, and it's tiring. It sucks. I hate it. I can't miss the playoffs anymore. Winning basketball games, that's my biggest thing, is I just want to win. I could care less about individual awards.
With the 6th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Benedict Mathurin from Montreal, the NBA Academy Latin America, and the University of Arizona.
Pacers trading guard Malcolm Brogdon to the Boston Celtics. Celtics are sending back Daniel Tice, Aaron Nesmith, Malik Fitz, Nick Stauskas, Juwan Morgan, and a 2023 first-round pick.
The Phoenix Suns didn't waste any time at all, matching the Pacers' 4-year, $133 million max offer sheet for DeAndre Ayton. The Suns had 48 hours to match the largest offer sheet in league history.
Maybe not a lot of wins. Maybe we can at least try to get more wins than a year ago.
Rich, what I like about the team and everything this year is there is a plan, right? Which makes it different. There's something to look forward to, especially with these young guys.
Then Duarte. Kuzma's, I'm telling you, Kuzma's 6'9" and 6'10". Oh!
Haliburton throws it down!
Oh, no, you missed it, partner. It was the dribble. Watch him, he'll spin it to himself. And it looked like he was going to pass it to his left hand.
I think he's one of the 3 or 4 best passers. He can pass with left hand. He can pass with right. He can pass on a dime. He can drop off a pass, lob, everything that you need, and it's showing up in the numbers. I think he's going to be an outstanding point guard for the next decade.
This is already the 8th season all with the Pacers. He's only 26 years old, a veteran who wanted to stay as this young team rebuilds. The contract extension gives Turner a reported $17 million raise this season.
Get his shot blocked by Isaiah Hartenstein, and Haliburton on the play goes down. It appears Hartenstein stepped on his foot. You can see him sort of slowly walking off the court at that point. He would leave.
I like the tone of how we were competing. We didn't always play great, but our intentions were good. When we were getting beat, we were trying. It's just a question of, we've just got to try a little better, and we've got to coach a little better, and we just got to keep working on it.
This year, I think we exceeded expectations, and I hope that we continue to do that on a yearly basis. Next year, whatever they have predicted for us, I want to break through that wall and do what we feel like we can, and that's be in the playoffs, winning in the playoffs, a level to it and taking a step.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Jarris Walker from the University of Houston.
Haliburton was given the star treatment this afternoon, a ceremony worthy of a record-setting contract extension that will keep Tyrese in Indiana for the next 6 years. The new deal reported to be worth more than $200 million.
I firmly believe Bruce Brown is the kind of guy that would be a difference maker on teams that are close to contending. Like, he could be a tipping point type of role player because he does so many things well on the court.
There's a lot to look forward to with this team. It's a youthful team, but undoubtedly a talented one. With expectations, though, comes hard work and accountability. The leaders of this team, Haliburton and Miles Turner, say it's time to get back to winning here in Indy.
It's not the Larry O'Brien trophy, but it means something. And again, just the first year, these things take some time before the tradition really takes hold. But for the first year, we saw some really exciting basketball because of this format.
Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Haliburton left this evening's game with an injury. Haliburton was carried off the court during the second quarter of the game against Boston Celtics. He suffered a left hamstring strain and wouldn't return to that game.
The Indiana Pacers are acquiring Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors in a 3-team trade. Siakam, who is in the final year of his current deal, is a 2-time All-Star, former NBA champ who is averaging 22 points per game this season.
Breaking news into First Take this morning out of the NBA. The Indiana Pacers are trading Buddy Hield to the 76ers for Marcus Morris, Korkmaz, and 3 second-round picks.
And some unfortunate news tonight from the Indiana Pacers. The team announced today that guard Benedict Mathurin will miss the rest of his season. Mathurin has been diagnosed with a torn labrum in his right shoulder and will have to have surgery for it.
In 5 games, that's 5 per game. Here's a step back. Haliburton.
Let that go in. That's a shake 'em up with style. I mean, Haliburton's got him on skates, you see.
The Indiana Pacers tasting postseason success for the first time in 10 years as they are moving on to the semifinals.
With how well they played in Game 4, they had to be a very confident. And the Indiana Pacers back in the conference finals, first time in a decade. Come back from down 3-2, win the last 2 games, and defeat the Knicks in 7 games. They had confidence early in the season. During the in-season tournament, they felt they could beat anybody.
The Pacers are going to err on the side of caution with this left hamstring injury, and for that reason, you may have seen Tyrese Haliburton for the last time in this series. I think there's real doubt, and perhaps even again in this series, as much as he would love.
During this postseason, just continue to fight. Just kind of unfortunate to, obviously that it ended this way, but proud of the fight. We just continuously got better and also just kept fighting, even though we had the downs, but just continue to fight through everything.
I think just continuing to play with that chip on our shoulder. I think we're a roster full of guys with chips on our shoulder. We haven't arrived by any means, you know what I mean? We had a great year. I don't think anybody anticipated that we'd be capable of doing by making it to Eastern Conference Finals.